Hey guys, I've decided to do another level up series, and I'm going to start at Crazy Stone's lowest, which is 13Q, and I'm going to spend a little more time in the 10 to 13Q range defining things, getting things started, because I'm just thinking some people, whether they're kind of brand new to Go or miss some fundamentals, so we'll be looking at stuff. Okay. First thing I want to look at is a bit of a definition about first we have empty corners. In this case, we have 4 empty corners. A is an empty corner. Okay, in the upper right, I've split the corner down the middle. We're going to have black play on one side. It's not balanced. It's unfinished. Okay, now someone's going to play on the other side. Let's start with the black stone. Finished corner, and it all belongs to black. Now I'll put a white stone there. Finished corner. We're sharing the corner. Depends on who plays there first. We don't know what's going to happen next, but we're sharing the corner. Okay. Now let's put one on the line. Balanced, finished corner. No rush to get to this corner anytime soon because it's finished. Okay, so I have 4 different corner situations. The 3-3 and the 4-4 are both finished. No rush to get there. Then we have 2 white corners, both of which are unfinished. Everyone's looking to get there next. Now, before AI, this was a big difference in importance. Well, a medium difference in importance. Unfinished corners come before 4-4 approaches. So in the old days, before AI, black approaches, that's finished. White finishes. This is before a 4-4 approach. Now, before AI, this was still done, but it was done as a strategy, not as a basic move. Since AI has been saying, the difference between unfinished and finished is much less than you used to think. You can play anywhere you want. Just play a corner move. But still, it's important to know that there is a difference, and it'll help you in where to play in the opening. Okay, now that we have that settled, this is me against Crazy Stone at 13Q. Obviously, I should win this game, but we're learning how to think, how to do our board. Okay. I personally don't enjoy all 4-4s because now the opening's done. Well, I find when I kick one off like this, off center, now black can do whatever he wants, but there's an unfinished corner up there. By far, black's going to come in. This is by far the preferred for black. And now I get choices. I've got the A and B for developing the top. I can pinch any of the 6 pinches if I want. I can take the corner with I. I have so many choices, including playing away. So it gives a lot more options, and you can start forming the game more to your liking. So that's why I kick off. I off step from the 4-4. Now, something else to notice here. I'm going to off step again here, and let's look at this black stone. The black stone is playing in friendly area. He can see his two buddies right there. There's no white stones between him and his buddies. Easy, comfortable. But when I play this way, he's playing inside a white area and he can't see his friends. This is a more difficult way. Now, they're both fine. You'll find everything's fine as long as you do basics. But is the game going to be easier for you, harder for you? A lot of times, strong players will choose a difficult path because it's difficult for both sides and they trust themselves that they'll do better in difficult situations. Great. I'm suggesting that we start by learning the easy way so we can see what's going on. We can repeat it game after game. And once you have that down, then you can start playing whatever you want. So I kicked it off. Famous opening. Here's an example of I can do whatever I want. I can play here and say, I don't care what black's doing. I'll be just fine. And this is true. But for the most part, someone's going to come in and say, well, I don't like this big thing you're doing. So I'm either going to take away the corner or approach on a comfortable side. I'm not going to approach in an uncomfortable side. I can't even survive here comfortably. I have to play something like this. It's a little, see how tiny I am and how difficult it is? So we don't do that. Now, if you go to normal 10Q games, they're playing this way and this way. And it's just all over, not following any logic, any reason. So we're going to approach top or bottom on a friendly side. Or 3-3, that's fine too. 3-3's great. What I did, approach this side, pinches me. When you're pinched, what do? Your job as white is to find a comfortable group in this area. Not necessarily that exact stone. So the most common, white will just go 3-3. Let's take a look at the result here. Did white get a stable group? Oh, yeah, with points, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points, stability, and black is annoyed with this white stone. So it's all positive. Now, black could do a little better here. I'm just painting basic pictures so we see what's going on. Next, for the 10Q, 15Q, this jump I'm doing, you see how there's two cuts there? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Just a second. You see the two cuts? You really have to be aware of these perimeter issues, the group as a whole, and then the chinks in the armor. Now, this doesn't work, right? If black cuts, that's all right. Oh, black's going after the corner. It doesn't work. So black can't cut us. Now, you're going to have to do this kind of reading, period. Start now. We're talking about simple cuts, simple readouts. You have to get in the habit. So when you're in a situation that looks something like this, and you're thinking, can I jump out? Because this is the slow way. Black's always ahead of you. You want to get ahead of him. There you go. You want to get in front of him. Can you? Well, let's try it here. Let's get out in front. Oh, something dies now. Atari. White dies in the corner. This is, you'd have to read that out or know it because someone showed you. So we play this instead because now we can jump. We just gained a bunch of liberties in the corner. If you still weren't comfortable, then play this one. That one's easy to read, right? Boom. Black dies, period. You can even walk away. Black's dead. So this is stronger. And this is a valid move, depending on what you want to accomplish, but we usually play here. Okay. So we got this far in the game. Black plays the correct move. We won't go into why that's better. I get out, pushes, sente. Now the cut works. I defend, pushes again. Is it sente? You have to read it out. So in your head, you go, okay, he turns, or rather, let's do the cuts. Ah, no changes. Okay, he still dies. So this move is sente. He's going to kill something, but this move is not sente. If you can get used to when can I walk away, that's a major thing that a lot of Q players are missing. They'll just keep playing even though they don't need to. When there's huge moves to be made, and they make little tiny steps when they don't need to. So a little bit of reading, you go, I'm fine. So I went away and I played a corner. Here, there's actually four standard moves that white or black can make here to play on the other side of the balanced corner. Also, white E or F, totally huge. I can approach at G. These are all corner moves that work great. H does not work great because black already has a pinch stone in place. That's a difficult area. Don't do difficult things. What about 3-3? Yeah, 3-3 is fine too. Any of these work. Now, I'm interested in one of these that also helps with his big wall. So that's why I chose the upper left. It's an unfinished corner. That adds value. Plus, black has a big wall over there. So I played it this way. Kind of felt like I'm getting in his face a little bit with his wall. He turns. Time to read out. Let's read it out. Black, white, Atari. Okay. Oh, well, we've seen this before, right? So we know that readout. What else can he do? He can play here. Oh, he's about to kill us. We defend. Am I alive in the corner? If you're 10 to 15 Q, you might feel nervous about this. And if you can get that far in your reading, maybe I'd prefer to answer this black move here. Now, I answered not because I was weak, but because I would love to break through here. I think there's a future if I respond. So I played there. He responded. And now I can totally walk away. But I'm thinking to myself, if he comes down, not only is that kind of big on the right, he just surrounded the right, but he's about to kill a stone and make my corner a little uncomfortable. So I thought, if I play again, I'm the one getting access to the right, not him. And now anytime I want, I can, for instance, peep. It's a helpful move, like a free move in his area. Okay. So finally, we're completely done on the upper right. He's completely done, and it's time to do a next idea. So if you're 10 to 15 Q, step one, try to catch this idea. Everyone's fine now. You look at that white group. Can't see any problems. Great. How about black? No problems at all. Big old strong monster. Okay, where to? Well, I got my corners, A and B. C, that's four obvious moves. Good opening corner moves. Well, the side's getting kind of big at E. If white plays E, there's a great deal being said about the left. Okay, it's not corner, but sure, not a problem. Anything else? Yeah, black has a really, really big wall. And let's imagine black, and I'm going to play moves that aren't particularly good just so we can see the picture. White takes his corner, and now look at what black's building on top. Doesn't that look amazingly large? Well, it turns out it's not, but I think 10 to 15 Qs can go, this is really scary. I wish I knew what to do so I'm not so scared of that wall. So if I'm playing a real game, I'm not going to play the next move, but I wanted to show it as an example, and that's the shoulder hit. Okay, single stone, that's touching his face. Any of the touches touching his face. Well, maybe that's the head, and these are two faces, and this is the foot. I'm not sure, but that's the shoulder. They're all touches. Any of the faces, it's a violent touch. The shoulder, not so violent, but still pressing. Okay, so that's kind of like the names of things. So back here again, the beauty of the shoulder hit is it can't get surrounded. Right? Say, oh, I'm going to negate your wall. Then I'm going to surround you. Oh, now we're in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Shoulder hit, can't get surrounded. Let's imagine black saying, I'm going to take all these points. They're all mine. Oh, black got so many points. White got way more than black did. So we don't care if he takes those points. Shoulder hit. Black went this way. And now, here's something else to get used to. If you're in the early stages, 10 to 15 Q, or of course less, you will quickly be developing a habit that Go players have. It's a horrible habit. The sooner you can break it, the better. What's the habit? To put a stone down. That may sound silly, but I'm completely serious. Don't put the stone down. Well, then what am I going to do? Think. Look around the board. Imagine your move. What's it going to look like? Imagine his response. See the pictures developing before you put the stone down. You will do great if you start doing that. I have, dawn level students, and I'm going, do a little 2-move readout. Look around. And it's such a habit to put a stone down. Now, I want to say at least most dawn players from like 3 dawn on up. How do you break through from, oh, I'm 1 to 3 dawn, I know what I'm doing, to, that was nothing. Let's start playing some real Go. How do you get from one to the next? Get your hand out of the bowl. Don't put a stone down until you're extremely comfortable that you know what's going on. That breakthrough, everyone has to go through. to get into the highest levels. Okay. So here I am, and I immediately imagine if I play here, getting out, those two white stones are a total target. I do not like this one bit. So, and the word is they're heavy. That's the term for them. I play this way. It's light. What's the difference? Let me show you. I gave up one. That's pretty much the definition of light versus heavy. If they're light, oh, I'll give up that one. I'll give up the other. Maybe I'll give them all up. Who knows? I'm playing lightly. I'm going to decide later. And notice black got 3 points while white's getting, oh, huge. So, yeah, sacrificing stones is fun. So I played lightly. Black plays here. Well, once again, I'm in a position where his next move, he can start hassling me. So I get home. I'm going to go home one more time. Okay, now I feel good. If you can catch this, you'll find a lot of cute players. Okay, now I'm going to come over here. No, 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 no. You have a group that you are responsible for. Well, should I get out of the center? Okay, you're defending yourself. Okay, good. Shall I go into black? No, no, no. That's where the danger is. Go away from the danger. Hey, I've got a home to go to. That's better than going to who knows where. So I went home. I'm not home yet. I finished the job. Now, as I finish the job, I'm going to draw a line here. I want a line, not numbers. I'm seeing an area 1 on the left, which is more secure, a lot more secure than it was a minute ago, because I have a bunch of white stones on the right to help in any attack if black comes in. So my area 1's better. I've created a small area 2. Let's put it here. It's like, 2, 4, 6 points maybe. And I'm sketching out a very large area 3. I've done a lot of work by simply defending my stones. And you'll find this to be very true across the board. Defense is big. The biggest part is he doesn't get free moves against you. And this is a concept to get used to. If you're weak, he plays a move of value, and you have to defend one which is less value. This is by far the biggest thing you'll find. Goes all about strong and weak groups. Don't have weak groups. Okay. Forward. He comes in. Let's take our fingers out of the bowl and do a little bit of reading. Are we cut? No, we're not cut. Oh, so when it comes to the most important thing, which is, do I have a weak group? No. Great. So there's immediately, it's not urgent. Oh, but he's going to start coming in to this area. Area 1 is 10 times the size of area 2. 10 times? I don't know how many times. Way, 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 way. Let's do that 10 times. Way, 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 way bigger. So a Q player is going to play here every time. I have to play there. I have to. Why? Because the corner's so big. It's like, calm down. The left is 10 times the size. His move was not sente. You get a free move. It's almost it's almost identical to black says, I'll pass. And white says, you mean I get a whole move to myself? Yeah, I thought I'd give you a move. This is what Q players do. They pass by playing a 2-point move while you get a 30-point move. Okay. I play away. I played here because I'm seeing his wall it kind of feels like it's this big. And I wanted to take a step towards it to make sure it didn't get out of control. That wall of his scares me more than the left looks like. The left is great for white, but that wall, man, you learn to respect walls like that. Okay. He comes in, no problem. Atari, no problem. Atari, that's a weird Atari. Capture. Atari, that's stupid. Capture. We have Sente again. Well, your 15Q is going to go, oh, I better play here. Oh, I better play this. Why? It's nothing. Walk away, which is what I did. This is fine. This is fine. A lot of things are fine. I thought I'd go this way. And then I painted a pretty picture on the bottom. It's a nice sketch. I took out my sketchbook, got a little sharpen my pencil, and go, I'll make a little sketch on the bottom. Why are we calling it a sketch? Because it is not points at all. If it becomes points, it's going to be big points, right? Ooh, it's getting big on the bottom, getting harder for him to invade. So I made the sketch. Comes in, and bunch of white stones, I'm going to attack. Take away his corner access in Sente, and start hassling his side. And notice the profit I'm getting for free, because we just said it. What did black get? So let's start here. White, taking a grasp of the corner. Black's response, 0. White, taking a large grasp. Black's move, 2 points. White clarifies 10 to 15 points. Black's move, 0 to 1. This is why we don't want weak groups. Your opponent is going to get free points. This is such an important subject. I'd like to show this again. And again, I'm talking to, 10 to 15Q kind of area. Let's look at a 9-stone game for a second. White comes in, black defends. White comes in, black defends. White plays here. Black plays a big move. Okay. White played and got profit and settled group. Black played, got profit and a settled group. Black did get Sente, that's where his value was, but nothing extra. Black did not use his stones. Let's look at the other way. White dares come into my massive area. I will attack you. Attacking means removing one of his options of health. And corner first is the habit, corner, side, center. Corner first, yes. Well, we can do the same move in Sente. That's a forcing move. Now we're going to defend ourselves because he just put us behind enemy lines. Okay, what happened? White didn't get a settled group. White didn't get any points. Black did get a settled group. Black's getting what appears to be large, wonderful points, and white's still not stable. White's going to extend, attack. Black's getting more profit. White's getting nothing. White runs out, which puts black behind enemy lines. Black says, I'm going to stop you from any surround as I come near your gap. White says, I don't like you near my gap. So when we look at this board, black's getting points right and left, and it's still black's move. All that for free. So you see the value of using your stones for attack when it is your turn to attack. Okay. Here I decided, I have so many white stones, and his group is looking so ugly. Why don't I just hit the vital point? Because if black plays there, black's alive. May as well look at that. Black plays here. He has an undeniable eye at 1. In his next move, he'll either get an eye at 2 or a second eye at 3. So he's alive. Let's just look at that. White says, you're not getting an eye here. Well, then I'll get it here. 2 eyes. So I stop him from living. Connect. Chase with the knight's move. Look at the points I'm getting. Oh, now I have a corner. Before that, it wasn't my corner yet. Now it's my corner. Very secure. Yep. He just played a move, not that it's a good move, but he came near this gap of mine. I have a 3-space gap. I don't like gaps in my position. So I fixed it aggressively. He doesn't dare fight here because he's so weak. Tari. Ooh, I just took a bunch of points. And here I went to, I thought, okay, he's pretty much alive for the moment. I'm not ready to go for any killing. I'll go find a big move. I went to the corner. I could just have played it easier, let's say like this. He shouldn't be able to live on the bottom now. He'll probably make an exchange and then play a next move somewhere. This is fine. I decided to go for the corner. I like corners. And then I come out. Big center, negating his wall, getting ready for the kill. Nice 3-purpose move. When he plays here, now I'm doing this whole game from the perspective of a, 13 cube. When I see this black move, check out, he turns, Sente, respond, Atari, see the weaknesses here? And use your imagination. Can you see in the near future the 2 white A-stones finding trouble? There's a weakness in white's position when black plays here. So I'm like, he's undercut me at A. Black can play here. So I thought, if I play here, I'm actually taking the points and making sure that now, oh, there's nothing now. I've got my base in order. So I actively took care of that. He plays here, which is a pass. Absolute. It's actually not even a point. It's just really slow. I go for the surround. I have a very strong position. I can't think of any reason I wouldn't want to cut here. So I cut. Oh, I didn't cut. I strengthened. I believe I can cut here. But I won't read it out. I played the stronger move. That's the habit. Just get your position strong. Don't let them all have all these Ataris on you. Then I cut. And he's dead. Just the 1 eye, and he resigns. Okay. Hopefully you caught a number of ideas. Get your group strong. Try to use your imagination as you're doing 1 and 2 move readouts. Little readouts. If I play there, what's it look like? If he plays there, what's it look like? Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit of trouble. Maybe now's a good time for me to clean that up. Things like this. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.